Another day, another couple of boxes, another couple of chances to find a penny to slot in this Lincoln Penny Dansco album. Hey everyone, it's RobFindsTreasure and welcome back to my channel. Like I said in the intro, we've got another 2-box penny hunt in our quest to complete this Dansco Lincoln Penny album. Now over the last several episodes, while we've had good finds, we have not been able to slot any more cents and we're stuck at 196 out of the 234 cents through 136 boxes. Now this is going to be episode number 76 and I've got box number 137 and 138 to hunt today. For those of you new to my channel or new to the series, if you'd like to start this playlist from the very beginning at the very first box, I always have that playlist linked both down below in the video description as well as pinned up here. Now, for those of you who already caught up, you know that we've been hard stuck at 196 cents, so I'm hoping that either this box from the state of Iowa, once again from Grandpa Tim's Copper Corner, as well as a box I recently picked up at the Grove, Oklahoma coin show, can give me at least a cent or, if not, some more good finds. Now, these boxes are taped shut because in transit, we didn't want them to open and get damaged. So I do need to do a little bit of housekeeping here to get this tape cut open so we can check for any fancy enders. I'll tell you, these boxes have the holes in the bottom, and I did notice we had circulated boxes, and that's always a good thing. And Grandpa Tim's Copper Corner said that I should have a pretty good box here because the sister box to this one that he hunted produced quite a bit of finds. As you know, we've done pretty well in our Iowa State copper boxes, and I say copper boxes because we've been getting 4 to 5 pounds of copper in every Iowa box that we've hunted, so hopefully this one keeps that trend going. As far as the Grove, Oklahoma coin show box, I have no idea what to expect from it, but it's always nice to hunt another box from another state, and it's been a while since I hunted a box from the state of Oklahoma to begin with. All right. We will be getting a look at the book at the end when we compare the finds to the album to see if we have any upgrades or additions. But for now, we're going to slide that out of the way. Let me go ahead and get this box prepped, and then we'll pop it together and see if we have any fancy enders. All right, I've got the tape around the box cut. Now we just got to open it up and see if we have anything smiling at us on top. Let's take a quick peek in here and see if we got a lot of copper like we've been seeing in these boxes. Oh, yeah, definitely a lot of copper, and I'm trying to take a quick peek. I don't see any wheat cent enders, but I do see quite a few 60 cents with high reliefs, so I'm definitely optimistic that we've got another good box to hunt. I'm going to go ahead and grab the first roll, and as you know, as soon as I have a find, I'll bring you guys back in, hopefully sooner rather than later. Well, roll number 8 is going to open up the scoring with the wheat cent. First wheat cent found of the hunt, roll number 8. And it's a 1942 Denver. We'll always take an early 40s with a mint mark, but we need some 30s with mint marks. Roll number 9, wheat cent number 2 is going to be a corroded 1956 Denver. Roll number 10, wheat cent number 3. It's just going to be a 1944 Philadelphia, but I'll take 3 in the first row for sure. Same roll, and we're going to have another wheat cent from the 40s, and it's a 1941 Philadelphia, which means we can check it for any one of the 3 DDOs. And, yeah, we're not seeing it, but it's another early one and the oldest of the box. Roll number 13 is going to have a couple of wheat cents because we came across one now. When I flatten it out, I see another one back there. So wheat cent number 5 will be a 51 Denver, and wheat cent number 6 is another 1956 Denver as well. Roll number 17, wheat cent number 7, and that's going to be a 1952 Denver. Roll number 26 is going to give us wheat cent number 8, and this wheat cent is a 1955 Denver. Roll number 29, wheat cent number 9. And that's a 54 Denver this time. We're on roll number 34, and I haven't been showing the Canadians. We've already found 2, but I figured I'd bring in for this one because we've got a King George the 6th. King George the 6th is, and that's going to be a 1947. And on the 1947, you can find some with the Canadian maple leaf next to the date. We'll take that. Looks like it has a little bit of a die chip there as well. Pretty cool find. King George VI cent. Nothing wrong with that. Like finding myself some older Canadians, especially any of the King George ones that you can find. Roll number 35 is going to give us our 10th wheat cent, so we've made double digits. It's a 1951 Philadelphia. We're on roll number 37, and wheat cent number 11 is going to be a 1953 Denver. Roll number 41, wheat cent number 12. 1947 Philadelphia this time. Roll number 43, wheat cent number 13. A corroded 1953 Denver. Well, we finished that Iowa State copper box because yet again, we scored a lot of copper. Not as much as normal, but 3 pounds, 14 ounces nonetheless. We ended up with 13 wheat cents, and we didn't get any in 1957 and 1958, but we also didn't get any from the 30s yet again. We got a total of 7 Canadians, 1 King George VI, 1 laureate portrait from 1957. We also got 6 1959s and surprisingly 3 more 1969 S's, although none of them were the DDO. I also want to make mention that even though we had some decent, nice red memorial cents, none of them made my bright and shiny list, so we didn't pull any aside from my rolls. 1 box down, 13 on the board, nothing from the 30s. Maybe the Grove, Oklahoma coin show box can be lucky. Let me slide that aside. I'll go ahead and get this prepped to be opened, and we'll do a live opening on it next. All right, we've got the next box ready to go. And again, I got this in Grove, so I'm not quite sure how it's going to do. Looks like we have some decent copper cents in here, not as much as the last box, and I don't see any wheat cent enders, but I'm eager to get inside and see what these rolls can produce. All right, hopefully we can get at least 7 wheat cents out of this box to make 20 for the 2-box hunt, and hopefully I'll see you pretty soon. I'll be back if and when we have a first find. We're on roll number 56 of the 100 roll hunt and the 6th roll of this second box. And we're not only going to have a wheat cent, but I think I see another King George Canadian cent. Let's go ahead and grab this wheat cent first. This is wheat cent number 14. And it's another 1947 Philadelphia. And then, yes it is, another King George VI Canadian cent from 1940. That is actually the oldest cent, American or Canadian, that we have found so far. And I will definitely take that. Now let's find some more. Roll 61, wheat cent number 15. And that's going to be a 53 Denver. Roll number 64 is going to give us wheat cent number 16, and I'm hoping by the reverse it's an older one. And it's not. It's just another 1956 Denver. Well, we're on roll number 87, and this box has definitely cooled down, but I always think it's funny that whenever it's cold, sometimes you have a good roll. And we're going to have wheat cent number 17 and 18 in the same roll near the back of the roll. Wheat cent number 17 is going to be a 1956 Philadelphia, and I already saw the date because it was peeking out. Wheat cent number 18 is going to be our first from 1957, and it's a Denver. Hopefully, we can get a couple more to make 20 like I wanted. We still have 13 rolls left. Well, we finished that second box of this hunt, and it was definitely a lighter box. We only got 5 wheat cents in that hunt. And I'll tell you, in the last 25 rolls, we only had 1 roll with wheat cents, although it had 2 of them. 18 for the hunt, yet again, none in the 30s. And that continues to be the theme here of hunting these boxes. But we got lots more boxes to hunt, and you never know when that next box is going to have those cents you need for your book. That being said, we did end with a strong 9 Canadians, 3 of which were either King George VI or a laureate portrait, and I'll take that. We got 11 59s because obviously these boxes were not from my area and I pulled them out. 1 pretty nice 1973P that I'll roll up, and still only the 3 69S's, none of which were the DDOs. As far as copper is concerned, it was a little bit better than my average. We got 2 pounds, 9 ounces, and I get just under 2.5 pounds per box, so definitely nice to see that. But we're not going to have anything for the book as far as I can see here. We do got to check it, so let me go ahead and do that next, and I'll bring you back with a final look at the book as well as some final thoughts. Well, we have compared the finds to the album, and as I mentioned in the last clip, definitely nothing to upgrade or add, which now keeps us still at 196 out of 234 cents through now 138 boxes. I'm curious to see if I can find a few more cents for the book before I hit 150 boxes, and then we'll have to make a decision whether I start another set of books for the 150 plus boxes, and that we'll have two going at the same time. We'll have to see. Either way, definitely a fun 2-box hunt. I want to thank Grandpa Tim's Copper Corner for that beautiful Iowa box. And I didn't get his name, but I want to thank the person at the Grove Coin Show who gave me that second box. And even though it didn't have a lot of finds, it was still a lot of fun. If you enjoyed this 2-box hunt, despite the lack of additions and upgrades yet again, I'd appreciate that thumbs up. And as always, everyone, happy hunting, and thanks for watching.